Good morning, everyone. It is Brooke from LegaSHE. Today, I want to talk a little bit about now, right now, like this moment right now. It seemed that one of the things that was resonating with folks the most was mindfulness and talking about just being mindful, what your mindset is, how to be mindful, how to think about mentors who are mindful, things along those lines, right? That's something that you all really want to hear about, and I'm happy to deliver that because I actually, in addition to talking about commercial real estate, I think having a good, powerful, positive, calm, peaceful life goes hand in hand with something that you have a lot of love for and passion for and really enjoy the moments you're digging into it, and how you meet the world, what your mind is like. So when I say I want to talk about right now, I actually want to talk about the paradox of time and how conceptually we all understand that there was a past and we believe that there will be a future, but technically the only moment you are ever really in is right now. Ooh, I'm going deep here. So you have a memory of the past. Did it all really happen though? Did it? Did it happen? You believe it did, but all you know is this exact moment that you're in right now. So I think it happened. It could have all been a dream, but I'm pretty sure it happened. And then the future, and where folks get really overwhelmed with suffering and overwhelmed with their, wants for things, is the past and the future, right? Memories of the past, which again are completely gone. The past doesn't exist any longer. You only have now. And hopes and wants and desires for the future, which also isn't here yet. You've never experienced it, so you don't know what bag you're going to get in the future. So really the only thing that you have is this moment. This is it. This is all you got, is right now. And so what do you do with that knowledge? Well, you notice a lot more things. You find yourself being more present in your conversations with others. You find yourself focusing in on small things that are, you never really noticed before, like, oh, this thing does a lot for me. It's really helpful. It also can lead to tremendous addiction. So there's pros and cons about this little baby right here. But that's, I'm just sort of noticing it and like kind of just looking at it and trying really hard not to attach good or bad to it, which is really hard, as you can see, because I immediately attached bad to it. Oh, addiction, this thing causes addiction, right? It's really hard. I myself am an example. I'm learning. It's really hard to separate your tags, what you attach to things through your thoughts, good, bad, old, new, helpful, not helpful, right? This is like a body of stuff that you've built up over many years from past experiences. Again, the past is over, so you're just carrying around, you're like a bag lady carrying around old junk with you, right? Along your path to put new labels on things. And when you peel that away in the now, right now, you realize that labeling stuff doesn't really help you be content. This is not good or bad. This just is. I am not Brooke the fill in the blank, Brooke the banker, former banker, Brooke the entrepreneur, Brooke the mom, those are all just labels for me. But like underneath all of that, right in this moment, if I can be really present, I can just appreciate the beauty, the calm, the peacefulness of this moment that I'm having. And by the way, when you start to do this, and you really start to slow yourself down, and you stop trying to do just so that you can have some amazing thing in the future, which hasn't happened yet, and you don't know what it's going to look like. So whatever it is, it is. Right? Ooh, I'm trying to blow everyone's mind this morning. But really, I'm in all seriousness, I want to help folks, because it seems to be resonating. I want to help folks with, life is kind of absurd. It's really funny. There's a lot of this ego-driven stuff that we find ourselves compelled to do, that when we slow ourselves down and we sit in the present moment and we're just present and we're just noticing the things around us, you actually find a tremendous amount of beauty. And so when I talk about the now, and I talk about the way that I try to live my life, this doesn't mean that I do nothing. I do a lot of things, but I think you can catch these little moments all the time where you're still doing the thing, but you're actually really going deep into it. Eckhart Tolle, I'm going to pronounce his name incorrectly, and for that I apologize to all my German-speaking friends. Eckhart Tolle is someone who describes it this way, which I love. Time is a horizontal, and the now is a vertical. You can go really deep in the now. And if you are living time, as most people live time, you end up living at the surface. You're just doing one activity after the other and not really paying attention to why you're doing it. If you can pause in the moment and figure out how to go vertical, meaning how to go really deep into that moment, you have a much more beautiful, much more peaceful, much more real life for yourself. And you're not going to do it perfectly. I don't do it perfectly. I mess it up all the time. I give myself grace. I laugh. I realize the absurdity of silly things, competing, and that guy said something funny to me. Like I realize the absurdity of that mentality, and I take a breath and say, oh, there's my ego again, and it's trying to pull me out of the now, and it's trying to pull me into some weird story and struggle, and I need to let that go. I need to observe it and say, oh, there you are, ego, but kind of be a witness looking in, as opposed to actually being tangled up in that flat sort of horizontal time life that doesn't have much depth to it. I hope that this was helpful. I love talking about this stuff. You can pop over to this channel anytime you want, and we will go deep. We will go vertical. Have a wonderful day, everyone.